Hey butterflies, it's me, your girl Cheron K. Griffin, aka Madam Butterfly, and I hope that you are flapping your wings, yes, baby, wherever you are, all around the world, right? So. I wanted to come on here and just talk about the fear of healing, okay? The fear of healing. And if you know me, if you're on any of my pages, my social media pages, I'm always talking about healing. And I know it's a topic that most people don't want to talk about, but baby, healing is necessary, in my opinion, for you to live your best life. So the fact is, yes, you can get money. Yes, you can get shmoney. Okay, you can be successful in other areas of your life. But at the end of the day, how do you feel, right? Because there are many successful people that have unalived themselves who were not internally happy, right? So my position is this, and this is after me going through the process of getting my healing, though, healing is a continuous process, okay? So the fact of the matter is, in order for you to be your best self, right? In order for you to attract a certain caliber, a certain type of person, in my opinion, healing is necessary. And healing is a great thing. But yes, healing can be very scary to some people. So I decided to get my healing because I was tired. I was tired of going around the same mountain, getting the same results, right? So I decided to do something different. I decided to do something different. I made a choice that I wanted to be healed and that I was going to be healed. Okay? So healing again could be very scary because guess what, baby? You have to look at yourself in the mirror. Flat, baby. That's a flat. You have to look in your own mirror. You can't continuous be like, well, he did this or she did that. And baby, sometimes we have to look at self, right? So I'm going to use me an example as usual. So, I've been married 5 times, right? And to be honest, I think I was a great wife. Yes, to all of them until I couldn't take anymore. But I'm the common denominator in those marriages. I was the common denominator. So at some point, I had to look at self. Why was I attracting the same person with a different face? And the reason I was doing that, because my black ass wasn't healed. Okay? I was not healed, and I had that same energy that allowed me to attract the same type of people. Okay? So that's why we get healed, so that we can begin to attract and do something different. I'm just saying, flap. Yes, honey, yes. And this is serious talk, right? So I looked in my own mirror and was like, well, girlfriend, you're the common denominator, so you have to do something about you, right? So I decided for therapy. I decided to go to therapy. And it has been the best decision ever. I love therapy. Love therapy to the nines. So when I went to my first therapist, what he said was, you are like a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. And guess what? I was angry. I was angry from things from childhood. I was angry at God. I believe I was angry at my parents. Like, I was just angry, right? I was angry for being in a 16-year marriage that I hated. Now, did we have some great times? We had some great times, right? Right. But I hated being married because during the course of that marriage, I was pretty much cheated on for 16 years, right? And during those 16 years, that was the time that I had really decided that I was going to serve God. I was going to be in a church, and this marriage was it, right? So I tried my best to do everything according to the Bible or God or the church, right? And I began to see things that I didn't like, and the fact that I was married to a preacher. So like me trying and doing the best that I can as a Christian wife, as a holy wife, that shit got me nowhere. It got me cheated on continuously, right? And I kept saying, nope. Like, I believed and I was taught you could pray it out, you can fast it out, you could anoint shoes and pillows. And guess what? That shit didn't work, because what I understand now, flat, is that you can't pray against someone else's will. If they are not ready to do something different, if they're not ready to heal, if they're not ready to make a different choice, guess what, baby? You can pray all you want, and guess what? They're still going to act the same way. And you're going to be frustrated. You're going to be like, God, why isn't this happening? Well, let me tell you why it's not happening. Flat. It's not happening because the person isn't ready to receive what you're praying for. Right? I got it now. So all that anointing shoes and pillows and, anointing them when they're asleep, that shit didn't work for me. And maybe it worked for you, and yay if it did. Okay. Look, I am not against it. If it worked for you, I love that for you, but it didn't work for me. Period. So I had to reevaluate me, right? And I was angry. So when I went into that therapy office, guess what? I was mad. I was angry because I felt like, God, I did everything right, but yet this person still continued to dishonor me, disrespect me, and cheat on me. And this is the kicker right here. And I stayed. So after I left that situation, my oldest daughter said, Mom, I don't understand why you stayed, because you were educated, you were fine, and you could have did great on your own. And the reason being, I don't know why I stayed except for God. That's the only answer that I could really give you. Maybe I had low self-esteem. I'm going to have to go there too. So God and low self-esteem, and I didn't value myself. I didn't value who I was as a person. I didn't value myself as a woman. I did not value myself as the person that God created, right? So I devalued myself, and I allowed me to be devalued, right? And I used religion as a way of coping and staying. Flat, yes. And a lot of people do that. We use religion as a tool to stay in unhealthy relationships. We do. Because we believe like God's going to fix it. God's going to fix her. God's going to fix him. But no, in actuality, God needs to fix us. Yes. So anyway, don't be fearful, butterfly. Don't be fearful, beetle, of changing your story and changing your narrative. Healing can be the best thing that you've ever done. So let me encourage you this, and you're going to be a little afraid, right? Because I'm being honest. When you look in your own mirror, baby, you're going to feel pain. You are going to feel pain. You are going to feel everything that's keeping you from experiencing your best life. You're going to feel every hindrance that there is in your life, right? And you got to face that thing head on. Yes. So you're going to cry. You might kick, you might scream, you might all of that. But guess what? Once you get over that part of it and you start walking in your destiny continuously and you experience that healing, baby, you're going to be laughing. You're going to be smiling. You're going to be like, yes, you're going to begin to attract a different type of energy. Flap, flap. Yes, flap, flap, butterfly. You are going to be a whole different person. And guess what? In that, you're going to lose some people. Because now you're happy. And now they feel like you don't need them. Right? Because for so long, you depended on everyone else for your happiness. You did. Like, I'm going to tell you about me. So I used to call people for a prophetic word. Like, I wanted to know what the Lord was saying regarding my situation. But when I got healed, I didn't need that anymore. Guess what? I went to God on my own. I talked to God myself, and I tapped to the God within me, because guess what? If me and God are one, guess what, baby? I am God too. So I tapped into the God within me, right? To deal with me. Yeah, so this is going to be an exciting journey for you. And as you're healing, right? If you believe in manifesting, you're going to start manifesting your best life. You're going to do something different, right? Your smile going to be different. Your swagger going to be different. Baby, I lost weight. I lost like 40, I think it was 48 pounds. Because guess what? In my unhealthy state, in my angry state, I gained all this weight. Oh my God. I literally had to crawl out of bed, okay? Because my knees and my feet were hurting. My feet became flat because all of the weight that I had gained. So it was horrible. My knees, it was horrible. And I would have to take Tylenol or Advil, whatever, just to get out of bed. But baby, once I got healed, once I started to change my mindset, because everything is mind. Once I changed this, I hit that gym, hired a trainer, I became a new person. My attitude was new, right? My confidence was new. My swagger was new. My smile was new. My happiness was new, right? And I really began to walk in my authentic self because I wasn't fearful of what other people would say. My favorite hashtag became IDGAF. Baby, I don't give a fuck about what you think about me, about what you feel about me. Guess what? Because I love me. And after or during my healing process, I began to love myself, right? And when I began to love myself, I started traveling by myself, honey. I was going everywhere. I was jet setting. Spain, 3 months, Dominican, a month and a week. Like, I was just going. And I was having a ball. And as I was going and when I would be there, I just talked to God and, be thanking God like, yes, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for that. Thank you. Right? Because I was different. I began to walk in purpose. And it was just so freaking phenomenal. It was so phenomenal that people were getting jealous. I'm the same person. I'm just healed. I still love you. I just don't have to call you every day and complain about my marriage, or complain that he's cheating, or complain that I'm hurting and crying. And guess what? Guess what? His mother-in-law said, obviously, you want to stay in that situation. And guess what? Obviously, she was right. But I didn't get it when she was saying it. But after I left, I got it, and she was right. I stayed in that situation because I wanted to stay in that situation. I didn't value myself. I didn't take myself serious, right? And yet, here and there, I was teaching, I was preaching, but I was doing those things broken, because after I did that, I still needed to come home and be healed. So let me tell you. So once I got healed, I dropped religion. I dropped it. And I just started loving God. I haven't been to church except one time in like 20 years, right? And church was a lifestyle for me since I was a child. And what I learned from me, religion can actually stagnate you. Religion could put a chokehold on you where you can't even move and be your authentic self, because you're always acting and being like other people want you to be, because you have to fit this mold of Christianity. But baby, I took off all of that. And guess what? I fell in love with me. I fell in love with God. Yes. I really fell in love with God then. And I began to talk to God differently, like, yo, you're my friend. You created me. So why can't I be my authentic self? Why do I have to put on this mask in front of you? You already know me. And then for the masses, no, baby, I took all of it off. So now you got the real me. Yes, the real me, the happy me, the authentic me, the self-love me, right? The no bullshit me. The I'm going to tell you like it is me. And guess what? When it comes to like life coaching and dating and relationship coaching, I'm always the last person that people come to, because I'm going to give it to you raw. I'm going to give it to you straight. I'm going to give it to you honest. And I'm not going to bullshit you, right? Because so many people tell people what they want to hear and not the truth, right? I had a client, and she was just like running through men. And I told her, I said, you know, you're a bitch, really. Like, you are a bitch. And I didn't mean it to hurt her. But guess what? Those words penetrated her. And from what she told me, she got off that phone. She called her best friend. She started crying. But guess what? She's married now. And she said, Cheron, thank you for being honest. Because if I saw what she was doing, other people saw what she was doing. But they weren't telling her or challenging her on her bullshit. It is what it is. It is what it is. You have to be ready. I'm telling you. You have to be ready to be healed. You have to be ready for therapy and coaching, or, you know, going to the psychiatrist, You have to be ready, right? Because if you're not ready, if someone's forcing you to go, it ain't gonna work. I done forced people to go to counseling. And guess what, baby? It didn't work. It didn't work. But guess what? When I was ready and I went for me, the narrative changed. I changed. My walk was different. My talk was different. My smile was different. Everything. Yes, my hair became different. Yeah, I cut it all off. Yeah, dreadlocks down to my butt. Okay? Everything became different. So I'm telling you, though healing can be fearful, right? Know that you are going to begin to live the best life ever. You just have to face self in the mirror And again, you're going to cry, right? You're going to experience and feel that pain. But after you cry, right? After the pain just comes up and, you release it, and you're going to experience the best life ever. I promise you that. That's been my experience. My experience. And it's been a great experience. And I apologize to no one for my experience. Why? Because self-love is the best love, right? Self-love, when you have self-love, you're not going to put up with the bullshit that people have to offer you any longer. You're going to set your boundaries, and you're going to stick by those boundaries. You're going to acknowledge the red flags right away. And you're going to say, nah, partner, that ain't me, right? So you'll be a whole new different person, but you'll have a whole new different experience being you. And it will be the best experience ever. Why? Self-love is the best love. Don't be afraid. Don't be fearful of getting the healing that you need and the healing that you deserve. This is your girl, Cheron K. Griffin, aka Madam Butterfly. I hope that you are flapping your wings all around this world. If you need or desire dating or relationship coaching, or if you want to be matched with the most perfect person for you, you need to go on my website and just set up a consultation, a free discovery call, and let us get you what you want, what you need, and what you desire, okay? Because you deserve the best that life can offer. Because at the end of the day, when we close our eyes and we transition from this body into the spirit world, you want to say, I did that. So I love you guys. Have a blessed and a super amazing night, day, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And remember, flat, flat, baby. Flat, flat. And one last thing. Like, subscribe, and share. I love you.